The timeline you must avoid. Here's why. For Cancer, welcome to Cancer Alchemy, where your heart's wisdom meets the stars' warnings, and tarot unveils the truths your soul already senses. You've felt the unease, haven't you, Cancer? That subtle pull toward an old comfort zone. That whisper of what if I just stay where it's safe. That temptation to shrink your magic just to keep the peace. But the truth? There's a timeline you're about to slip into if you don't choose differently. And once you're in it, it'll take months, maybe years to unravel. So let's not sugarcoat this. Let's open the map the universe has laid before you and see exactly what you need to avoid. Take a breath, because what you're about to hear is the truth your higher self has been dying for you to finally accept. Right now, Pluto is retrograding through Aquarius, lighting up your 8th house of transformation, control, and karmic debt. This is a spiritual audit, and the timeline you must avoid, the one where you keep giving your power away, to people who don't value your depth, to cycles that feed off your guilt, to survival mode versions of you that are too scared to claim something better. And here's where the tarot drops the first warning, card 1. 8 of Swords. Trapped. But not by life, by your own mind. This card says, you think you're stuck, but it's the story you keep repeating that's holding you hostage. Ask yourself, what belief am I still loyal to? That's no longer loyal to me. Because this is the timeline where you mistake overthinking for intuition, where your empathy turns into self-abandonment. And that, Cancer, is the trap. Meanwhile, Saturn and Neptune are both in Pisces, reshaping your 9th house of faith and truth. And here's the danger. If you don't update your beliefs now, you'll manifest old wounds into new scenery. Different people, same disappointment. This is spiritual déjà vu, and the universe is watching how you respond. Next we pull. Card 2, 4 of Cups. The apathy, the disinterest, the waiting for more but doing nothing energy. This card reveals a timeline where you settle, where you almost take the opportunity but convince yourself it's too risky, where you almost choose healing but then text your past instead. So here's the question you're being forced to face. What am I turning down just because it doesn't feel familiar? Because in this alternate timeline, you confuse comfort with alignment, and that's how you end up in emotional quicksand. Now let's talk Mars in Pisces, also activating that 9th house. This is about choosing a mission, a movement, a meaning. But Mars in Pisces can also make you passive-aggressive, emotionally scattered, avoidant. And that's exactly the danger. Choosing a path because it's easy. Choosing silence when your soul is screaming to be heard. And then, the third card stings. Card 3, 7 of Swords. Self-sabotage, hidden motives. Betrayal, but from within. This isn't someone else hurting you. This is you pretending you don't know better. This timeline shows you staying in the role of the good one, the giver, the forgiver, the one who says it's okay, even when it's not. But deep down, you're betraying your future self by protecting your past patterns. So ask yourself now, Cancer, what truth am I hiding from myself just to avoid confrontation? Because the confrontation isn't with them, it's with you. Now let's shift to Venus in Aries, lighting up your 10th house of legacy and status. This is your chance to choose a new narrative, one where your power isn't negotiable, where your emotional intelligence becomes your strategy. But Venus here can also tempt you to chase validation over purpose. Don't fall for the spotlight if it dims your soul. And finally, we reach the moment of clarity. Card 4, the Devil. This is the alternate timeline incarnate. Addiction. Attachment, repeating cycles, the illusion that you can control outcomes by shrinking your truth, the lie that you're too much or not enough. This card doesn't judge, it reveals. That voice in your head saying, just this once. That pull back to the ex, the habit, the job that drains you, that's the Devil timeline. And it only ends when you reclaim your choice. So what do, Cancer? You choose the harder path. The one where you disappoint others to stay loyal to your soul. The one where you don't text back, where you don't say sorry for outgrowing what kept you small. Because the final card shows the alternative. Card 5. You. In your full intuitive, divine, emotionally sovereign power. This card whispers, you already know, you always knew, now trust it. Your comeback isn't just about success, it's about choosing the timeline where your heart finally feels safe. Not because others gave you permission, but because you did. So, Cancer, This is your fork in the road. You can take the scenic route back to the past, or the fierce, sacred, breathtaking leap toward your future. The stars have spoken. Your intuition has echoed it. The tarot has confirmed it. Now the question is, which timeline will you feed, and which version of you will rise from this choice? Because the version that chooses herself never looks back.